Here I go.
You're going.
Okay. Just want to make sure everybody's online, that they're the ones that are wrapping it.
I'm back again.
Okay, we're all back. Can I start? Guys are,
Yes.
okay, thank you guys for your patience. Okay, here we start again. So here's your gravitational. Grab that. Put this on your left hand, on all your left hand. Okay.
Snake.
Yeah, the long snake tail. This is your gravitational. Okay. Now you have a gravitational in here. The inside of this coil, you have a gravitational wire on each end, and these are 1 and 2. And then you also have on each end a magnetical. Is it more clear now?
Yep.
Got that, David? Okay.
Yep.
The same goes with the outer coil. Same concept. We have 2 gravitationals, which is 1 and 2 from the inside. The one that slides inside it, those are on each end, you'll have a gravitational feed, 1 and 2. And on the outer, you're going to have 2 ends that are magnetical, 1 and 2. Okay? So we're going to grab the gravitational, the small one, on the left side, the snake one, and it's going to connect on the outer coil on the right side of the gravitational. Okay? So this gravitational on the left is going to tie into the right of the gravitation of the outer. So gravitational to gravitational. See that? There's 2 snake. This is going to connect to this right there. So you can slide that in. You can also flatten it a bit this way so you can see it, but it's easier to see it this way. So as you can see all the wires. They're nice and open, so you can see.
So the snake of the small coil goes where?
Goes with the right side of the gravitational of the outer coil, the big coil. Okay.
The right side.
Oh, okay. On the right side, see the right side of the big one?
Yeah.
You have 2 wires, right?
Yeah.
One's on the outside of the coil, connected, and one's coming from the inside. That's the one we're going to connect it to.
Which one?
The snake one from the little one. The little snake here.
Yeah.
Is going to connect to this one up here on the right side, the gravitation on the right side. Okay? So hold your little coil. Hold the gravitational one, the snake wire. Hold it in your hand and keep it in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay? Keep that one in your hand.
Yeah.
And then grab your bigger one. Keeping the snake tail on the left hand.
Yeah.
On your right hand, you have a wire that's in the center of it. Hold that one with your right hand.
Which is the
gravitational. It's the inner coil, the one that you slid in.
The inner coil of the gravitational, yeah, on the right hand side.
Right hand, yes. That's the one we're going to connect to the small one of the snake, okay?
All right. Oh.
Perfect. Okay. So those 2 are going to connect together, okay?
Right.
Right? Okay.
I must have done mine wrong before.
It's all good. I know it's confusing.
David, I had them all wrong. When I'm seeing on the schematics here, I had it all wrong.
Yeah.
So all of you connect. If anybody didn't get it yet, I can stop before I wire mine. We're just doing the gravitational one. So can I go? Can I twist?
Just a second. I just want to twist it.
Yeah. Does everybody have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is recorded, so you can repeat it over and over and over. We'll put some different diagrams on it too.
So in my own language, the small gravitational tail of the snake goes to the end of the coil of the 144 large one.
Correct. Yes. Can you repeat that again, just to confirm?
The tail of the snake from the small coil
Yes.
goes
Yeah.
across to the right hand side to the end of the small coil.
Only it's not an
Yeah.
end, it's a beginning.
Yeah.
Well, it's the beginning.
Tail is the out
Yes.
of the gravitational coil.
Yeah.
And
You did get it right, David. Yes.
where you connect to is an in, the gravitational of the bigger coil.
That sounds like Daniel.
Yes.
Peter.
So that's correct, David. Okay.
So I was right.
The trouble with the connections is that
was right.
David, your attention is divided between your work and your own coils and the words Peppi is talking. You really have to concentrate on your own coils and the wire sticking out, and you have to be sure which one is which, and then concentrate on your own work. It's simply because your attention is divided between your hands and the words Peppi is speaking, and that's confusing.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter, for bringing that up. Yeah. Yeah, I will take my time for everybody, so don't worry. I'm here for you guys.
I had it the same, Peter. I had to quiet myself in between, picture myself and my work.
Yeah. I want you guys. So once you guys grab those two wires, just focus only on those two wires, and then just once they're twisted, then we can move on to the next, because now it's going to get more confusing.
So just go back to that instruction there. The snake of the small
Coil
coil,
connects to the right side
the right side, yeah.
of the big coil of the gravitational one.
And that's the gravitation, which is the small coil.
The small, without the tail, the smaller tail, you mean?
Yeah, the 144
Yes.
small coil coming out.
Okay, actually, now that you brought that up, we're going to connect the 90, the small 90 gravitational snake tail to the 144 gravitational right side.
Yeah.
Which is an entry.
Which is an entry. It'll be your in, okay? And then now,
So does that have a number on it?
does it have a number on it? What do you mean? No.
Well,
Once it's tied, we're going to move on to the next tie. There's going to be 3 ties here, okay?
right.
We're working with 8, and we're going to do 3 here.
Jump ahead.
Now watch in the screen a second. Now this wire that we tied in, watch my finger. Let me fix this here. There. We're going to follow that inside line, that gravitational.
Are you going to the right?
I'm going from the right, turning to the left. Okay, where you tied in, exactly where you tied in. Follow that line. It's going to come on the other end of your bigger coil, the snake tail of the bigger coil here. Actually, let's just do that. The snake of the bigger coil now.
Yeah.
You capture that, and now remember your right side here. This big one is going to go on your magnetical left side of your smaller one, of your 90.
Go through that again, please.
Okay. So our gravitational we tied in from the top of the magnetic gravitational coil, the outer one, the 144.
Yeah.
That grounding, the gravitational follows all through. It has its own tail, and you know the tail of the outer coil?
Yep.
Of the big one?
Yep.
Okay, that one is going to connect to the left side of the small coil, but the magnetic, the outer one. That'll be your other end, which will be
left
this.
side of the.
Remember how we positioned the coils. We created a left and a right. So if you're confused with the left and the right by having it like this, just slightly twist it in this way so you know the positioning, so you can find the wire. It'll be less confusing.
So that snake of the 144 goes where?
Goes to the smaller inner coil, the 91.
Yeah.
The outer one, the magnetical on your left hand.
Oh, right. I think I've got it. Fine.
Okay.
Peppi, is it has to be a perfect, let's say, circle, or can be like this?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, that looks
So
beautiful.
it doesn't have to be perfect circle,
No.
yes?
No, it's perfect the way it is, yeah.
Okay.
That way it'll stay still too when it creates the plasma field, because it'll tend to move. So it's good that you keep it still. Okay, so I am going to tie mine. Okay. So did everybody get that? We're good, right? We can twist.
I've got last 2 wires now, so I'm thinking I'm okay.
Okay, so there we go. So I'm tying mine in. There. Now we got one more to tie, that's it.
Hey.
Yes, Switsky, I've got a nano coated with caustic method and slow cooker.
I got good news to report. I just received a phone call from Hong. He plugged everything into his house, and then the device measure with a kilowatt meter. It only take less than 100 watts. It dropped from a high watt to a low watt in a few seconds.
Awesome. Cool. Cool.
What's next, Peppi?
Okay, so now the last wires we're going to connect is, okay, your small coil is left, your small coil, the little one, is left with 2 wires.
The 90.
The 90 is left with 2 wires now, right? Everybody has 2 wires left on the right side of it.
2 wires I've got. Yeah, one's the inner, one's the outer coil.
Yes, so now the outer coil of it,
Yeah.
hold that in your hand. That's the one we're going to use.
Yeah.
And now your outer coil, the big one, the 144, has 2 wires as well. One on the left and one on the right. We're going to use the one on the left.
The outer coil has 2 wires left.
Yeah. Has 2 magnetic feeds. One on the right, one on the left. It's the same wire, but one...
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Okay. So on your left hand, we're going to connect that small one with it.
On the left hand. The left of the large coil.
The large coil has grab the left one of it and put that other wire that you were holding on the little coil. So it's magnetic and magnetic.
which side of the large coil?
The left side. The left side.
My left side.
Yeah, your left side. Yes, not my left side. Your left side.
So the left side goes to my right side on the small one.
Yes, on the board it shows that. Yeah, that's why I started with you guys to
Yeah.
pick your left and right in the beginning, and then stick to that.
Shit.
So now that you have your big coil on the right on the left side, grab that coil, that wire. There's only one on the left hand, so, and you're gonna connect it to the small magnetical coil. Okay?
My legs are all in a twist here.
Yeah. And that will leave you.
So I've got two left.
That leaves you with two left.
Yeah.
One in the small one and one in the big one, right?
One in the small one. Yeah, and one in the big one, which is...
Okay, so the small one comes from the inner coil.
Oh, there's on the small one, it's the 90.
Where's it? It's coming from inside it, right? It's the
And
gravitational.
the 144, it's the large one, isn't it?
Yes, correct. So those are the two wires. So that's your magnetic and that's your gravitational. The small one is your gravitational and the bigger one is your magnetical. Okay?
And those two go together, obviously.
No, leave them separate. Yeah.
All right.
Those ones we're going to hook up the batteries to it.
Oh, the large one's the out and the small one's the inner.
Correct.
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 There, see?
All right, George, you've got it.
You got it. Now you can cut all the other wires shorter if you want, and you can turn them into themselves if you want.
What sort of length do you mine's about 7 inches long.
Yeah, you can cut them shorter if you want, or you can fit them all into the cube.
Because
They're long. I would cut them short anyway, because it's just a hassle in the way.
But we need to round the corners, yes, to have a circular ones.
Yeah, so as you can see, I'm cutting. Once I twisted them, see, I just cut them off and I turned them into themselves. So I'm doing this one, and this one too. And then it'll leave me with 3. So I'll show you.
you're looking about 3 or 4 inches, is it? Or
Yeah, you don't need much. Those are going to be hidden anyway down. I'll show you guys how to do the upgrades with the series of them. For who wants to upgrade. There's no need to upgrade, but if you want, you can. Or you can do just a separate one.
Now I've got the rods, now I've got the coils and rods and plenty of wire for health pens I can give to people.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to show you guys. Here's my 3 wires. See, they're all tied in, nice and clean, tidy, out of the way. And it leaves me with a gravitational and a magnetical. Gravitational, magnetical. Okay?
how would you do that?
And this is it. And then you can glue it down and position it so it doesn't move. Okay? Because the plasma field is going to go like this. It's gonna move. So keep it nice and stable. So it gives all that strength so it doesn't go off track. It'll give you all the power you need without interfering with the breakage of the field. So, and this is your organic, that's done, okay? Now,
Hey Pepe, quick question. Is it necessary to have it crisscross like that now, or can we still use just keep them together like the old MaGrav version 1 where you just had them flat?
yes, you can put them flat as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put them flat if you wish to, okay?
Okay, that's good to know. Yep, thanks.
We are going to do the upgrades in series to show you how to do them flat. Because I'm putting them flat. So this isn't relevant, really.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's
Well,
sort of.
it's just nice, so it just goes into the cube nice, and it holds it tight so it doesn't move.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Right? So,
Okay. Thanks, mate.
yeah. So you can tie them in flat, and then you could twist them if you want. So to create this shape too. Okay. So now, and as you can see, these wires will be just pushed to the side. So they're out of the way in the cube. And the only things that are sticking out are the two wires. This is how it's going to go in my cube. All right. And I have my magnetical and my gravitational. Okay. Now, there you go, yeah. You guys watch the diagram, take a picture of it if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's tired.
That's my night shift, this.
Cool.
It's 11:30 night now.
It's half 11 tonight. My night shift. I've been doing this in my dreams.
David, you're an adult. You shouldn't moan.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna now.
David, I have night shift too.
Now everything you do, as you can see, actually, oh yeah, everything you do, you can just dip all that in ash and water. That's it.
And that's it.
That's it. And then you put your oil on it.
When it's dry.
You could put it wet too. Yeah, let it dry a bit. Give it 2-3 hours. You can give it a 4 or 5 hours too.
Just a quick word to David. When you watch the schedule, the drawing of the coils, and you follow the plasma stream from the entry of the coil set to the exit, you find all the connections in between, one at a time.
That's this one.
Do you see that? Do you see the arrows? Well,
Yeah.
you start at the gravitational with the blue line, gravitational, and you
Like
follow the arrow.
it's obviously out of range, or they got it on the wrong. Could be anything.
The coil set.
You might want to start without them. They probably won't be after in time.
Sandy, you're talking.
Okay, so
That's the gravitational.
It's very simple to follow the diagram. When you follow the plasma flow through the coils, then you'll meet the connections one at a time. You'll discover that there is an out and an in, an exit and an entry. And when you follow the plasma flow, you'll meet all the 6 wires which have to be connected. 3 connections. So you have to practice and learn how the plasma flows through the coils, and then from from that moment on, it's very simple. You can dream it after a while.
Well, now I've got my template.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
David, Plasma told me draw it down over and over. Draw it with your hands so you can recognize where the flow goes.
You mean from this?
Yeah,
Yes.
draw it with your hands on a piece of paper as practicing.
From
Okay?
the coil, yeah.
Yeah, just practice with your hands by drawing it down and connecting it. Because it's the easiest way for you to grasp it. But you did good there, so.
A bit long, like, but I can cut them
Yeah.
off.
You could cut them off, yeah.
Yeah.
So they can fit in your cube nicely.
I've got 6 of these already made.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
already- they've been made since December.
Oh, okay. You've been busy.
Because
Do another 10 and you can dream it.
I was going to make a MaGrav too.
Okay. Oh. Okay, now back to me.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the setup of your magnetical gravitational center coil. Okay. All you have to do is all you have to do is water and ash and dip it, and then oil after, and you're set. Done. That's it.
Can you let me know when you have the video?
Yes, we'll let you know. We will post it on the forums and Facebooks and.
Brilliant.
Yes, we'll release it everywhere.
Thank you.
You're
a star.
So now, okay, let me talk. Now we're using. This is from the MaGrav system. Okay. We disassembled it, took it apart. Let's say you have one already done and you want to change it to a cube, or for some reason your MaGrav's not working or anything. I'm going to show you how we can convert this without removing anything. Okay. I will do a video how to remove it. All you have to do is just fire coat it, heat it up really hot, and drop it in cold water. It'll just break apart. Okay, it'll separate everything. That's I will show that too. But right now we're going to show how to use it itself. So I have the same connection, exactly what we did with the previous one, the organic one. The connections are all the same. I'm just going to add an extra 2 wires on this side, and I'm going to settle it in here. Okay, so we're going to do that.
On the bottom is hot glue.
Yes.
When you use hot glue on glass, on a glass cube, is there a concern about the heat?
No, no concern at all. You're fine. If you already have wires as well, nano-coated already, fire-coated, gansed, you can use them. We're going to dip everything in water and ash, okay?
Right.
Can you tilt the screen down a little?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm just tying the wire to it because it's short from in my cube.
Peppi, I don't have anything to spray the oil right now. I need to spray them tomorrow, so I'll plug in tomorrow. So
Yeah.
can I assemble today and just start it tomorrow with spraying?
Yeah.
Then on the cube?
Yes, you can spray it tomorrow, then you can plug it in.
Oh.
You can do all the wiring now if you want, so you have it already done. And then tomorrow you can just put the oil on it, and then you can just plug it in. Okay?
Straight away.
Straight away.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. As you can see, I'm wrapping everything I do, I'm doing it every way I can do it in so many messy ways, just to show you that there's no perfection needed to it. Okay? So I glued in my coil. As you can see, I glued it so they hold into each other so it does not move much. So once I place it in my cube, it'll keep it nice and tight. So I usually, when I create my cube, I always put the magnetical on my left side and I put my gravitational on my right side. So every time I need to connect to it or see where my gravitational is, I already know where it is. So all my work, I do it that way. So I don't get lost. So I know exactly where to grab it when I need to find it. Okay, that's just a little tip.
G is on the left.
You could put it on the right if you want. I just tell you how I did it, yeah. I'm just double check your connections. Just double check. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm just double checking and making sure I have my magnetical and I'm making sure I have my gravitational, okay, which is correct, okay?
And in battery capacitor is where the one capacitor and the one battery is. That's the in, and where the two caps and one battery is out. Yes.
Can you repeat that again? I lost you. Sorry.
Sorry. Yes. So where the single capacitor and the single battery, that's in.
Oh, you're in the thing. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Oh, the first time I haven't showed.
Oh, okay.
So the one cap and one bat is in.
Yes.
And two are caps and one bat is out.
Out, correct.
So I remember it because it's in and O-U-T.
There you go. Perfect.
Brilliant.
See?
One lady was telling that several times ago when you were showing assembly and so on.
Cool. So I'm going to have a mix of organic here and because I don't have everything GANs and stuff, so I don't use this stuff no more. I just have a few left and that's it. Everything's organic. So as I positioned it, I created my loops so they hold in. Now I'm going to glue it just so it holds in place. Perfect. That wasn't hard, was it? Okay, let me grab my glue.
And if we will have two short wires, we can add another ones by simply twisting them, yeah, around.
Well, if you need to add some, yeah, just add some pieces to it if you have to. If they're long enough, then you don't have to add. I'm just going to put some glue right in this one corner here and just a little bit over here. So the magnetical, the outer coil doesn't move. Keeps it nice and snug in here.
Would you say is it okay to buy the cheap glue guns, or is it worth it to get the more premium ones?
These are super cheap. If you have good ones, do buy good ones.
I got a Stanley was super cheap.
Yeah, these are super cheap what I have. So as you can tell, sometimes they stick and takes forever to heat. That's why I have two on the go. There, but they work. They pretty much function the same, I guess. These are the small ones, so it takes a little bit. I got smaller ones so it can heat up faster. But I guess if you get a more powerful one, it'll heat up faster too. So
one could go into the business of making glue sticks with ashes already compressed into them.
Yeah, really, yeah. Look at you. There you go, Nano.
Good idea.
But we're gonna remove all businesses and jobs for everybody, just so you know. So.
And if people like electronics goods, then what they will do?
You can do it on your spare time for fun.
No, not nano electronics. I don't have equipment.
Is there enough light for you guys to see?
It's getting a bit dark. Yeah, need a little desk lamp or something.
I'll open the blinds here. Perfecto. Look at all that nice, beautiful sun now. Cool. So as you can see, there it is. Okay.
Fantastic.
Less than a minute till our next restart.
Okay. How about you can stop the recording? I'll come back on the new one then. How about that?
Okay.
And I'll go use the bathroom really quick.
Yeah, I'll say good night because it's getting on for 12 o'clock.